Hello, let's talk about the number systems. As you know, there are different number systems are being used in different purposes. In our daily life, we are using like a decimal number system or base 10. Okay, so let's try to show what are the base 10. Base 10, in other words, is a decimal number system. This is decimal number system. The elements are starting from 0 through 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There is no 10. Yeah, 10 can be written by using the 1 and 0. Like when you go to, for example, gas station, when you are getting gas, what happens? Numbers, when you are getting gas, number are changing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Then 9 goes to 0 and 1 carrier number is coming in front of this. Then it becomes 1. 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 9, 9 goes to 0 and 2, 0. Okay, so we will do some practice also with different different bases, yes. So especially for computer language, we are using like a binary number systems. Okay, in our coming videos, we are using other practices also. Binary. What's the meaning of binary? This is base 2. This is base 2. The elements are, even we can put equivalent, 0 and 1. Okay, that means that any number in the binary or base 2 should be generated by using the 0 and 1. Okay, we can give another example. For example, base 3. It does not have to be like a special names. You can generate any base. This is base 3. Okay, as you expect, numbers should be 0, 1, 2. And let's try to talk about the base 7. Okay, let's look at the base 7. I think you guess what numbers we should put. Base 7 should start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I right? No, we made a mistake intentionally. There shouldn't be 7. That means that base 7 highest number should be one number less than to the base number. Let's look at base 10. 10 is 10. 1 less is 9. Base 3 is, you should have highest number 2. Binary base 2, do you see any 2 here? No. Let's look at again back to the base 8 similar. We have 7 inside. One of the famous numbers, base 16. Base 16. Probably you might have seen before. Base 16, in other words, it's called like hexadecimal system. Hexa and decimal. Okay, hexa means 16, decimal means like base 10, am I right? Hexadecimal, like we have seen here in base 10, up to 9 0 through 9, we should get the same numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, keep going until the 9. Okay, how many total numbers we have in our hand? If you count this one, friends, it is 10. Hexadecimal means 16. So that means that we have more numbers should come. So after 9, we have A alphabet. This is corresponding 10. And B. Okay, this is 11. C. This is 12. And D. This is 13. E. This is 14, as you guess. And F is 15. You might ask a questions. Yes, this is base 16. Total number should be 16. Why we stop at 15? Yes, if you count from 1 through to 15, there are 15 numbers, including alphabet. Plus 0, that's gonna be 16. Similarly, base 10. Okay, if you look at, there are 10 numbers. 1 through 9, 9 numbers, plus including 0, 10. Base 2, 0 and 1, total 2 numbers, as you see here. Base 3, 0, 1, 2, 3 numbers. So what we are doing? Yeah, we can make different type of lessons. One of them, how we can move from any base to base 10. So let's try to do some practice by using the knowledge we are learning right now. Since you can watch again, let me clear screen and let me try to do some practice for you. Suppose that we start from base 2. Let's do some simple things. 1, 0 in base 2. How we can convert to the base 10? We try to convert all the numbers first base 10. But be careful, in the parentheses written 1, 0. I don't call like 10 in base 2. 1, 0 in base 2. Okay, let's try to find how we can write 1, 0 in base 10. Okay, you see here 0. I'm writing 0 times your base 2 to the power of 0. It is equal to 0 times 2 to the 0 is 1. Any 0 power of any number is what? 1. That means that 0 times 1 is 0. Let's look at the second number, value in base 10. Okay. You see number 1. 1 times your base is 2 and to the power of what? The first one is 0. The second one should be 1 increment. It should be 1. 1 times 2, 2. 1 times 2 is 2 again. Just we need to add these two numbers. 0 plus 2 is equal to 2. Okay, that means that 1, 0 in base 2 is equal to 2 in base 10. Okay, let's try to do one more example. Let me get different color. Let's try to look at 1, 2 in base 3. How much in base 10? Let's try to do together. As you guess, since this is base 3, you can put or you can write any numbers up to the 2, 0, 1, 2, because those are the elements of the base 3. Okay, let's do it. You see here 2 times your base is 3 and power is 0. We start all the time with the 0. Okay, 2 times 3 to the power 0. Any 0 power of any numbers is 1. That means that 2 times 1 is 2. Let's go to second digit. As you see here, number is 1 times your base is again 3 and power you increase 1. That's gonna be 1 because after 0 1 is coming. 1 times 3 is 3. So when you add these two numbers, what are those? 2 and 3. That's gonna be 5. Okay, we need to write here 5 friends. That means that 1, 2 in base 3 is equal to 5 in base 10. I hope it is understandable, but we can do more example in coming videos also. We can do it more and more. Okay, let's do, we did base 2, we did base 3. Let's try to make base 4. In base 4, remember, numbers should be 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that means that you need to select numbers. For example, let's say that 2, 0, 3. Suppose that this is given in base 4 and I want to convert this one to do base 10. Similar procedures. Let's try to get different color. As you see here, number is here 3. 3 times your base is 4. Don't forget. Okay, second multiplication factor is base is coming 4. Power is 0 equals 3 times 4 to the 0 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Let's get the second number. I know it is 0. It gives us 0, but just we can learn the process. What should we write? We can learn 0 times, because number as a coefficient is 0 and base is 4 and to the power of 1. 0 times 4 is equal to 0. Final number, let's try to get this color. At least we can distinguish all the digits separate from each other. Your number is 2. 2 times base 4. This is the first time we are going to third digit. Am I right? 0 power. Second power is 1. And the third is what? 2. Third is not 3. Be careful because we started from 0. It's equal to, friends, 2 times 4 to the 4 square. Be careful, this is power 2, not 2 times 4. 4 square is equal to what? 16. Otherwise, our calculation might be wrong. 2 times 16 is 32. Yeah, there are not enough space under this, but eventually we need to add these three numbers. That means that 3 plus 0 plus 32, this is 35. Be careful, when I am talking in base 10, I can easily say that 35, 47, because in base 10 or decimal we can tell. But in this number is given to you in base 4, okay? I cannot say 203. I am telling 203 in base 4. So your new number or conversion from base 4 to 03 is equal to the 3, 5 you can say, but if you say 35, it will be not wrong. So basically what we did it, let's try to look at. So we got one example like that from base 2 to the base 10. Another example is base 3 to the base 10. Third example is base 4 to the base 10. Base 5, base 6, base 7, base 8, base 9, base 9. We can do the similar practices. We will do it. But before that, I want to mention something about how we can convert if it is given in base 16. What's that? Hexadecimal system, friends. Let's try to get the number. For example, 1A. Do you remember the numbers in the base 16? 0 through 9 plus A, B, C, D, E, F. This is base 16. I want to convert this one to the base 10. Now we are learning how to convert from any base, like any base, to the base 10. So what is next? We can do from base 10 to any other base. And the third one is any base to the another base. Okay? And four things we can discuss. How we can convert the decimal places. If there are some decimal places, how we can convert it. And I try to show you as much as I can do it. You know, A is what? 10. Digit value is 10. 10 times 16 to the 0. Again, because you are starting from 0. 10 times 16 to the 0 is again 1. Sorry, this is multiplication. Sorry about this. 10 times 1 is 10, not plus. Sometimes mouse. And second number is 1 times 16 to the power 1. It is 16. So if we add these two numbers, first number we got from first digit, first digit, A, 10, another one is 16, total is 26. Do you see? It is our fourth example. So in this lecture, we discussed a little bit about the number systems. We will go in details for the next coming classes. And we did also how we can convert base 2 to base 10, base 3 to base 10, base 4 to the base 10, base 16 to the base 10. Okay. In the next page, we can do a couple of more practice. Then that will be actually starting point from any base to the base 10 will be enough. Then in the second part, we can discuss from base 10 to do any other base. Okay, so we will do reverse process. We will discuss that one. Yeah, it is being already recorded and you can take a look anytime. Let me clear screen and try to put a couple of examples. For example, this starts 1 0 1 1 base 2. Okay, how much in base 10? We will do the similar calculation techniques. First element is 1. 1 times 2 to the 0. If you like, you can write the values at the end. This is again 1 times 2 to the 1. The third one is, we know it will give you 0, but just in case, let's try to don't ignore and write everything. 0 times 2 to 2. This is fourth digit. That's gonna be 1 times 2 to 3. Okay. 1 times 2 to the 0 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Let's get different color. 1 times 2 to the 1 is 2. It is equal to 2. And third line, 0 times 4 is 0. And last line or last digit, 1 times 2 to the power of 3. Be careful. 2 to the power of 3 means you multiply 2 by itself 3 times. 2 to the power 3, as you know, it's equal to 2 times 2 times 2. That's gonna be 8. That's gonna be, result becomes 8. Sometimes we see some people does 2 to 3 is equal to 6, because they think that 3 times 2 like that 6. This is wrong. So final stage, we need to add all the numbers. 1 plus 2, 3, plus 8, 11. That means that 1 0 1 1 in base 2 is equal to 1 1 in base 10. Okay, let's make or divided our screen 2 pieces. I think base 2, base 3, base 4, base 5, base 6, base 7 or something like that. Very similar process. Okay, let's do one more in base 5. That means that 1 4 4. At least this base should be what? 5. How we can convert this number to the base 10? Okay, I hope everybody can do easily. But sometimes what we are doing, we are doing to show like a map or like a diagram like that. But we don't have to. What we can do, we can write everything in the same line. After we get experience, it is easy for us. First number, 4, times base is 5. 5 to the 0 plus second number, 4 times 5 to the 1 plus the third digit 1 times 5 to the 2. Okay, let's try to calculate this one. 4 times 5 to the 0 is 1 plus 4 times 5 to the 1 is 5 plus 1 times 5 to the, actually this is 2 not 3 because 0 1 2. Let me do correction if we make a mistake. This power is 2 friends, not 3. 1 times 5 to the 2 is what? 25. So result becomes what? Result becomes 4 plus 4 times 5 is 20 plus 1 times 25, 25. Okay, so result becomes what? 20 plus 25 is 45, 49. What we got it? 144. Let's check again. 4 times 5 to the 0, 4 times 5 to the 1, 1 times 5 to the 2, 4 times 5 to the 0 is 4 times 1. Just be sure, because sometimes when the number goes up, we might make mistake. 4 times 5 to the 1 is 5. 1 times 5 to 5 square is 25. This is 25. 4 plus 20 plus 25, 49. That what's happened then? 144 in base 5 is equal to base 10. Okay, I think for starting point we can stop here, but in the next time what we are doing, as I mentioned at the beginning, we will convert from base 10 to do any base, another base. Then we understand much better. Third things, again, I want to repeat, from any base to another base. For example, in the next time we can make, if for example 47 in base 10, how much is in base 7? We will do this one next time, okay? So we will repeat many of them, like any number given in base 10, how we can convert to the base, another base, base 2, base 3, base 7, base 16. This will be like a second body of the number system. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day.